Just getting set up here. Tired of being your inspiration. Hey, what's going on? Just getting set up here. How do you pin this thing? No, I know there's a way to pin. Whoa. There we go. Alright, it is, let's see, it's 7. Yep, it's 7 o'clock, so I'm gonna get started. Alright. What's going on, guys? It's been a while since I've been live in front of the camera. New glasses. Same place, same me. Definitely want to continue doing these Sundays at 7 p.m. Hey, Mom. Just wanted to get back in front of the camera in front of you guys. Talk about different things. As you can see, the topic title for today is I'm tired of being your inspiration. And you might read that and be like, what is he talking about? What does he mean by that? And it's nothing really negative. It's just things I've thought about and noticed over time. And the reason I say that, I mean, I've noticed, doing a lot of introspection, a lot of meditation on the subject, on the topic. I noticed that a lot of people do say I'm the inspiration and they're proud of what I've done and they're excited to see my progress and they keep congratulating me and telling me I'm doing a good job and a lot of different things of that nature. And I relish in those, but I'm getting to a place right now where I don't feel like I need to always acknowledge it, if that makes sense. I like to see it come in, but the way I'm moving forward now, it's just like I'm in a tunnel vision mode where I don't see the negative or the positive. And it's a lot of times I'm thinking a lot lately that it's really because I think the biggest mistake I might have made thus far is just continuing to always move fast. Continuing to always just jump right to the next thing. And the first reason I'm tired of being an inspiration is because I look back at where I was and where I am now, and one of the reasons, I don't even know why. If you know my story, the quick and dirty is that 2014 I had a brain surgery, removed a cavernous malformation. Same year I had a stroke. Next year I had another surgery. In 2017 I had another surgery, and in March of 2018 that was completely gone. But what I realized is that each time after the surgery, and regardless of where I was at health wise, I just continued to move forward and not take time to acknowledge how I actually felt, my emotions about whatever I had been through. I just kept bulldozing forward, and I thought I was gonna break barriers, and I really felt like what happened. It's not really a part of me. It hasn't made me who I am. It's just something that happened in my past. And I realize now that that's not true. It's kind of like, before the last incident happened, I wasn't really on social media. I wasn't sharing my story of different surgeries. I wasn't talking about it. I kept to myself and I did what I wanted to do or had to do, and I lived my life, and that was that. And then when the last surgery happened and got a lot of publicity, and I did the GoFundMe, and a lot of people watching my progress, and I was grateful for it. I was grateful for all the help I received. I was grateful for all the people reaching out and really speaking words of encouragement to me, and helping me along the way. And again after the surgery, I took a little time to recover, but probably in January of that next year, I kind of jumped back on the bandwagon. I started doing talk with you guys and started trying to get back into my life. A lot of times I think before I was ready, and then this year I started a business, and now I'm kind of too far in to really take time to rest, to take time, and I wish I had after the surgery, just taking it maybe a year or two to just really recover, really focus on recovery, really slow down. But I didn't. So I'm here now, and there's nothing really I can do about that. And I don't regret it. I just think if I had done that differently, I would have came at what I'm doing now at a whole different vantage point. But that's in the past. But it does feel, I'm not gonna say I'm a superstar, but it's akin to what a child star goes through. Like they're, living their childhood, and then all of a sudden they're like forced into fame, and they have to live that way and change their lifestyle, and they don't get to live their childhood. I didn't get to live my recovery to the fullest extent that I could have, and I think I should have, but I didn't, and that was the problem for me after each surgery. Like I should have recovered. Hey, what's going on, Lene? What's going on, Mario? I should have recovered. I should have taken time to really slow it down and rest and relax and really figure out what I was gonna do, but I didn't, and I just kept moving forward, and I didn't think about what effect it had on me long term. I didn't think about the emotional, mental implications. The fact that I'm still dealing with the physical fallout of what has happened. People say you're my inspiration because I was able to do that, but I don't think I necessarily need to. I don't think. Thinking back on it now, I don't regret it, like I said, but I don't think it was the best course of action. And when people say I'm your inspiration, it's almost like pressure to keep moving forward, pressure to keep producing, pressure to keep putting out content, pressure to keep being better than portray an image that I'm feeling better than I actually might be feeling. That's just the way life goes, and I made my choices, so I will adapt and move forward in that regard. But it's the word when people say you're my inspiration, you're so great, I'm so proud of you. It's like, yeah, but like sometimes I think about just going back to like what I would be doing if none of this ever happened, and also one of the things I realized is that nobody knows. The doctors can't tell me. So what I've come to, I've done some research, and I think it's stress. I think my constant determination to always be moving, always be doing something really hindered my health and caused me to deal with what I had to deal with. So, now I'm very selective about how I spend my time and who I spend my time with and what I'm doing, and if it actually benefits my health. And right now I'm focused on my mental space. The word inspiration sounds great, but let's see what Lene said. What we love is your transparency in your good days and your bad days, and that you're painfully honest. Yeah, because one of the things I believe now is that if you've ever seen the movie 8 Mile, if anybody's seen that movie, you'll understand this reference. At the end of the movie, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, at the end of the movie, Marshall Mathers or Eminem, whatever you can call him, he basically did a freestyle battle where he didn't talk about the other guy, he just talked about himself. And then when the other guy was supposed to take a turn, he didn't have anything to say because Eminem had already said everything. So like for me now, I empty my closet, all the skeletons on the table. What can you say about me that I haven't already said about myself? So that's my way of like alleviating myself of that kind of pressure. Like there's nothing you can say about me or do to me that hasn't already been done or hasn't already been said. So I fear, I don't fear sharing vulnerability is my superpower. So I just say what I feel, and that's that. So thank you, Lene, for joining the conversation. Yeah, I just put it all on the table. But inspiration sometimes feels like pressure when I'm in those bad days, and it doesn't feel like I'm living up to that inspiration. Like some mornings I get up and stumble, I'm like, God damn it! Like, how can your inspiration be someone that has trouble getting off the floor sometimes, or has trouble getting through the day, or can sometimes have trouble figuring out what I'm feeling like, or I don't want to move, or there it is when I just like I'm not doing anything, and so I cannot be somebody who's an inspiration, and that it's like it's not anybody else I'm saying this. It's like a voice in my head that's kind of like people saying you're their inspiration, but you're not really. You're not living up to that standard. The other reason is kind of talking about you guys, the people that call me inspiration, and like people set goals and tell me they want to do things, and if I'm your inspiration, then why haven't you finished writing that book? Or why haven't you lost the 5 pounds that you say you want to lose? Or why haven't you left that toxic relationship? Or why are you still in that marriage? Or why haven't you started a business? Or why haven't you run that triathlon you said you was going to run 2 years ago? What am I not doing that's not inspiring you enough to really propel you forward? I'm tired of people thanking me and giving me kudos, but then in their life they return to the status quo. If I'm your inspiration, I want to be able to inspire you to greatness. And like Les Brown says, there's greatness within you. And I think everybody has a story, but if I'm inspiration and I don't see the results of that in your life, then I feel like a failure. If I'm your inspiration, like a lot of people don't know the difference between motivation and inspiration. Motivation is a push. It's temporary. Motivational speakers specialize in this, and riled up at the seminars, and then afterwards it's maybe a week later or a month later, and it's like all that motivation that you received is gone. Inspiration is an internal pull, and it pulls you towards something. And if I'm your inspiration, I should be pulling you toward what you love, what you do best, what you excel in. I should be pulling you towards accomplishing all your goals and setting new ones and reaching new heights. And I don't feel that all the time. I don't feel that everyone is really. I don't feel like really everyone that calls me an inspiration is really doing that. I don't feel like everyone that says you're my inspiration is actually inspired. I think they just say that to make me feel good. So like, if I'm your inspiration, you should be inspired to be the best version of you. You should be inspired to be authentic. You should be inspired to share your story. You should be inspired to be at your peak. You should be inspired to benefit others. And the world we live in now is just a really crazy and toxic place, but you get so consumed with what's going on around you, you forget about yourself. Like I say, you have to take care of you first. I think people, I don't know if people really understand what inspiration means. And if I'm your inspiration, then a lot of you should be in different places, and a lot of you should be inspired to do more. And if that's not occurring, then I'm going to do a better job at being your inspiration. That's my goal for the next couple of years. Okay, Lene also says, sometimes you can inspire, but at the end of the day, it's their choice to do what it takes to get them there they want to go. Sometimes they just aren't ready, but it doesn't change the fact that you are planting a seed in their life. That's true. At the end of the day, it is your choice. And, I just want to be able to inspire people to make that choice. It is your choice. They always say you can't lead a horse to water or the river. I forget how the saying goes. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. But you can give him salt tablets to make him thirsty. So I'm doing both. I'm gonna lead you to the river so you can get you have a choice to drink, and if you're not drinking, I'm gonna go one step further and give you some salt tablets to make you thirsty. And my salt tablet is the business I started. Overcome Adversity is set up to guide you to accomplish all your goals. So if you feel like you're in a place where you don't know what those goals are, let's talk about it. If you're in a place where you have goals but you feel stuck, let's talk about it. Let's figure out what your process is. And what I do is simple. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm not trying to get you to be where I am because I'm no better than anyone. I'm not your spiritual guide. Your faith is your own. I'm not a therapist. I'm not going to look into your past, nor am I qualified. And I'm not a cheerleader because cheerleaders give you positive feedback whether you win or lose the game. I want to be your coach because they want to win the game. And I want to help you win your game. So whatever you're doing now, if you have goals, things you want to accomplish, people you want to impact, books you want to write, relationships you want to solve, feel free to DM me. Feel free to contact me. If you have a really deep, burning issue you want to talk about, go ahead and shoot me a DM or give me an email at overcomeadversitytoday@gmail.com. Let's talk about it. Let's figure out what makes sense for us going forward and building our relationship. Let's figure out what I can do to either lead you to the river or give you those salt tabs. I really want to. My ultimate goal is to live to 100 years old and impact 1 billion people. But in order to do that, gotta start one person. So if you're out there and you're watching this right now, or you're watching this after this is aired, reach out to me. Let me know what I can do for you, or if you know anybody that may benefit from that service, or things that may offer, or anything of that nature. Feel free to connect with me, spread the word. Also, I want to share my story. So if you have any places that are looking for speakers, any schools, organizations, what have you, just want to hear a good story and hear about perseverance. What's going on, Nate? Want to hear about perseverance, commitment, mindset mastery, you name it, I can talk about it. If you have any opportunities like that, feel free to shoot me a DM and we can get something started. I'm going to be doing these kind of talks on different topics every Sunday at 7 p.m. So I look forward to seeing all of you again next Sunday, at 7 p.m. Love you all. Take care. And remember, the darkest night often comes before the brightest morning. And your morning is coming. All right. Take care.